Alright lads, it is Metagolden here. Today we're doing a bit of a discussion and criticism video of whether World of Warcraft should be recreated, whether Blizzard should recreate or make a new MMO completely. So, what is the problem with WoW at the moment? A lot of people are unsubscribing from the game. What is it at? Like 4 to 5 million subscribers now. And that's like as much as vanilla. Like even less. If we were to be frank, if we were to be frank and honest with ourselves, World of Warcraft is an old game. It's very old. It's 11 years old, going on 12, and we're still paying about £120 a year, roughly. I don't know. It's like $200 a year. I don't know euros that much. Anyway, so you're paying quite a lot of money for a very old game. Now, if you told someone who doesn't really game a lot or doesn't play World of Warcraft that you spent 120 quid a year on a 11-year-old game, they'd think you're, batshit crazy. Like, they'll be like, are you mental? I mean, fair enough, WoW, it's regularly updated, there's always more content going in, but in terms of like the graphics, even though they did get updated, it's a very dated game. It's a very last generation. It's World of Warcraft kind of reminds me of a piece of Play-Doh, and Blizzard has been adding pieces of Play-Doh to it, and now it's become like a huge deformed piece of Play-Doh. Like, it hasn't been improved or anything, it's just been added and added and added and added and added, and now it just looks kind of a bit deformed. If you look at other MMOs, Star Wars Galaxies, I mean, that closed down like a few years ago, didn't it? EverQuest, how long do these MMOs last for? They last for about 10 years. All MMOs last for about 10 years. Good ones, at that. And these MMOs, they don't exist anymore. Star Wars Galaxies, you just can't play anymore. I don't understand why Blizzard why don't they just recreate the game? Why don't we just scrap World of Warcraft? Come up with a new title for the game. Firstly, because it's a bit long. I mean, when I'm trying to say, yeah, I play World of Warcraft, it's like irritating. And I go to say, I play WoW, and people are like, what? Make it something short. Anyway, why not recreate it on up-to-date graphics? Keep the story the same. No, not keep the story the same. Like, use the same characters, use the same lore, the same areas maybe, or maybe not. Set it on a different planet. Set it 500 years into the future. Maybe it can be a steampunk kind of game, where it's a bit more futuristic, where technology is more advanced. You could do anything, because the game is 11 years old. It's just, it just feels a bit mental to be paying so much money for such an old game. I think what they should do, if they recreated the game, they should keep the servers up for World of Warcraft, but make, what would you call it? Expansion servers. So you literally, I don't know, let's just say they have about 10 servers or something. Like, they could have servers capped like at vanilla. So you could play a vanilla server. You could play a TBC server. You can play a RAF server. You probably wouldn't play a Kata, MOP or WOD server, let's be honest. But you could keep the servers up. And just, because that's how a game works. You shouldn't have to pay like £10 a month just to play a game, just to log into a server. If you think about games like H1Z1 and all that stuff, they're MMOs. You don't have to pay to go into the servers. Actually, I take that back because you do. You have to pay for Battle Royale and all that crap. But maybe a better example would be DayZ. Or games, sandbox games like that, like Minecraft. So release like certain servers, very different servers at different expansions. Just like a private server. Maybe even open the servers to the community for a community to host, and then that would fix the whole problem with private servers, wouldn't it? Because the community would be hosting legit World of Warcraft Blizzard approved servers. I see a lot of people in my comment section on YouTube, on the World of Warcraft Facebook page, people always talking about these vanilla and TBC RAF private servers, always talking about it. And surely that is a bit of a hint that this game is just like a deformed piece of Play-Doh. Why don't we just, do what I just suggested? I mean, a lot of people who play WoW at the moment probably didn't play vanilla and want to know what it's like. Same with TBC. I didn't play TBC like at endgame. I played RAF at endgame. I didn't play TBC a vanilla endgame. That's why I'm playing a vanilla server right now. I want to experience it. You know, I could probably easily put about a year of my time into that game, and then maybe I might spend a year on TBC. You know, I could easily do that. So there would be an interest in it, I would say, because people are always talking about these private servers. So if you look at the two most recent expansions, I've just kind of felt that they're filler expansions. Like, they haven't directly followed the narrative of the lore of the game. You know, at the end of at the end of Wrath, I mean, like, after that threat has been defeated in the lore, you're thinking, right, what's the Burning Legion doing? You know, what is going on? Really, we should have got Legion straight after Wrath. I definitely believe in that. Or I suppose, yeah, Cataclysm just feels like a filler expansion as well. Nah, actually, Cataclysm is a little better. But like Mr. Pandaria, it's just like, you know, an expansion based on one character in the Warcraft games. I suppose Pandaria was there and everything, I guess, but it's not really following the main narrative. But anyway, the main one really doesn't, is WoD. I mean, an expansion that just goes back in time to the Warcraft games and bases the MMO on their Warcraft strategy games. I mean, the lore there it's not going forward. Really, the lore didn't go forward; it went backwards. It was repeated. I mean, fair enough, there's a bit of new things, but yeah, the lore was just repeated. It didn't feel like the game was even moving forward. I think we should have got Legion a lot earlier. And if Legion's been released, I think it really has to be the last expansion of WoW. It really has to be. I don't even know if I'm going to buy Legion. I'm actually contemplating it. The only thing keeping me playing WoW really is my YouTube channel. I still have an interest in WoW. I like making my vanilla videos and stuff. I still have an interest in WoW, but I don't know if I haven't logged live for a very long time. I think it's like nearing on 2 months, and I've paid for 2 months of subscription. I mean, it's just like 20 quid disintegrated. And I think if Blizzard made a new MMO, a lot of people would play it. A lot of the older fans of the franchise would definitely play it. Like, people were thinking, people who were like in the same mindset as me, WoW is just a deformed piece of Play-Doh. It's not challenging anymore, all these kind of things. If WoW was just recreated, I think it would be extremely popular. It would still be the greatest MMO, because the only reason why other MMOs can't succeed, and the reason why they're kind of getting a bit of success right now, is because World of Warcraft exists. Everyone's just going to play WoW because it was always most popular. In terms like Wrath and MOP, they had so many subscribers, and all the other games didn't. You're noticing that these days that other MMOs are getting a bit more popularity, like Star Wars: The Old Republic and Rift and The Elder Scrolls Online, which I'm actually seriously thinking about buying. Those kind of games, when they were released, they just flopped. They didn't. Well, I mean, when Star Wars: The Old Republic was released, it had like 1 million subscribers, which is fair enough. I mean, that is enough for an MMO. Now it doesn't have that much, but the fact that WoW is like slowly becoming less popular is kind of the reason why all these other MMOs are becoming more popular. Because people are just looking for something new. They're just, they're looking for a fresh mold of Play-Doh. They don't want just a deformed piece of Play-Doh. If you know what I mean. Like, Star Wars: The Old Republic is a really good game, but it's just so like unpopular. It's like, well, it's not. You can still play it, but like, it's like a snowball effect. As soon as people think that a game is popular, it makes more people play it. But Star Wars: The Old Republic is such a good game. I remember playing it to about level 44. I had a lot of fun on my Sith assassin, like backstabbing people with a double-bladed lightsaber. It's a really fun game. It's great. And it's just such a shame that it died. I played The Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm just so tempted to play it. I mean, I'm playing Skyrim and Oblivion at the moment. I really want to play it, just for the story and the lore, really. But yeah, I mean, it's a great game. It's very revolutionary. It's very like, you're not very restricted in the game like that. But anyway, I'm talking about other games. I'm basically like trying to put like 10 videos into one video here. I'm going to end it. Anyway, my name is the Meta Goblin. Until my next video, ciao.